Pubs, restaurants and gyms could soon reopen to fully vaccinated New South Wales residents under a proposal being considered by Premier Gladys Berejiklian. According to The Australian, the freedoms will kick in once 70% coverage has been reached, which is likely to happen in October, and the details will be revealed in full next week. Face-to-face learning in schools is also expected to return at the start of Term 4. It's a hot topic on Sunrise this morning. For their take, I'm joined by Perth Lord Mayor Basil Zempilas and Susie O'Brien from the Herald Sun. Morning to you. Basil, Gladys has been hinting at these freedoms for weeks now. Now we know a bit about them. What do you think, sitting there in Perth, which is, you know, got basically zero cases, this is opening up with presumably cases for fully vaccinated people?
To me, this seems just a little as though the cart is being put before the horse. I understand selling the optimism. I understand selling the hope. And from one who's able to move around his community freely because of the way that the coronavirus has been handled over here, easy for me to say. And I understand the despair in New South Wales. But with 681 cases, new cases yesterday, I think that is the pressing issue first. So, yes, I commend the leadership of the Premier. I understand wanting to sell hope, wanting to sell a future, wanting to say that you're not locked down forever, but the pressing issue is getting on top of the 681 and however many new cases there are today, and that's the first job. So I think concentrate on that first, get that under control, and then look to roll out the roadmap towards a normal community life. Yes,
Susie, those words under control, I guess, are very key, aren't they? When do we open up? The Premier of New South Wales has said we have to learn to live with COVID at some level and have some freedoms.
Well, the idea of Freedom Day coming at 70% or 80% is more a media strategy than a medical strategy. And I understand, as Basil says, we need hope. Everyone in Victoria and New South Wales needs hope right now. But those numbers of vaccination rates have to be balanced with the numbers of new cases and also the capability of the medical system. If you've got 80 people on, if you've got 80 ventilators and you've got 100 people who need them, you need to make decisions about who lives and who dies, and that's absolutely not where they need to be. And if people need to forego some freedoms for a little bit longer so the medical system can cope, then that's absolutely what will need to happen.
Yeah, well, we talked to a doctor yesterday. We are nowhere near being swamped with our ventilators yet, though, so no one needs to worry about that.